Boop.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Paranormal the New Normal presents Paranormal Primetime. That's right. Myself and Malachi are back once again, this time with some mid-season finale bliss, as we get to talk about two fucking amazing episodes and have some fun doing it. So, how you doing this week, Malachi?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm here. That's all that fucking matters.
I
Uh,
I will say this. I know we've had like two-parters that we've done on one episode, but this one is the first one that feels like one continuous episode. Like the
yep.
yin and the yang too. It was a pretty good week this week.
Yes, it was. And of course, we get to start off with your episode.
Okay, so I got a new movie coming out here. If you're old like me, you saw it in the Dollar Theater. We got Supernatural Season 4, Episode 9. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Did you ever see that?
I think I saw the beginning of it. I don't think I ever finished it.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
I've seen the scary movie version.
Okay. They just re-released that this year, right? They redid it. I think they had some of the same characters and shit come back. I don't know.
That was a couple years ago, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So this one was written by Sarah Gamble, name we've heard a ton, and it was directed by Charles Beeson. So I'm not.
We've heard
we
that
don't
name.
see him too often, though.
Yeah, we've heard it though.
I will say I watched both of these episodes in a Walmart while I was assembling bikes, and probably not safe for work episodes. There are two sex scenes, a sex scene in each one of them, and that was kind of awkward when people were walking behind me as I'm sitting there throwing bikes together.
Oh, Malachi.
Okay, so this episode starts off. You've got this red-haired girl who's in a psych ward. She thinks that she can talk to demons. This lady's interviewing her. She says, "Smoke them while you got them." Right? The end of the world is coming. It's the apocalypse. I hear the angels, and they're saying that there are 66 seals that will be broken that are going to usher on the apocalypse. And the lady asks, this is where we first find out too. So there's 66 of them. What happens if they don't do one of them? Well, there's 666 total seals. So only 66 of them need to be completed.
Which, think about that. That's a pretty shitty fucking design that God put together. That only 10% of the seals need to get fucking broken.
Yeah, did God put it together or did Lucifer?
Why would Lucifer do something to keep... Why would Lucifer make that seal away all the bad stuff? Like, that doesn't make sense.
While he's locked in the pit? I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. I didn't even think about it that way.
I'm pretty sure the angels had to do it. I'm pretty sure the angels would have done it. They would have sealed all the stuff away, and like they probably did it. Like it's all the stuff that gave Lucifer. It probably is all the things that gave Lucifer power.
So after we're done with this crazy redheaded lady who claims she can talk to angels, we cut to Sam and Dean at a bar, and Sam is just like loaded, losing at pool. And he asks to double down on the bet. I know I lost last match, but double my money. Hell, fuck doubling it for two bills. We're going to do 500 on this game. And Dean rushes over and says...
Yeah, it was 500 a game. I was thinking it was 500 a ball for me, but it was 500 a game.
Yeah, so Dean rushes over and says, "Hey, don't take advantage of my drunk brother. That's not cool." And then, Sam says, "Mind your business." They start playing for a $500 game. Sam breaks, and I'm not like a big pool guy, but it looked impressive, so you could tell that he was being hustled.
It was a good break. It was a really good break.
Yeah. So I mean, this dude knew he was being hustled, and at that moment, Sam looks up and he sees Ruby sitting at the bar, and he says, "Keep the 500." And Dean's like, "Keep the 500? What the fuck do you mean?" No. So they walk over to Ruby, and which that was the first time we saw them hustling at a pool hall, right? Like where
Yeah.
they actually hustled.
I mean, first time we saw it, yeah.
Yeah. So Dean walks over, and Ruby and Dean are fucking bitching at each other. Why are you here, you hell bitch? Fuck you. Blah 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 blah. And Ruby tells Sam, "I'm just dropping off information. There's this lady, Anna Milton, and all of the demons are looking for her, and they want her to be brought back alive. So this has to be a big fucking deal." So Dean thinks that Ruby's just a lying cunt and can't trust anything, and Sam's like, no, this is real information. And Dean asks Sam, like, why the fuck do you trust her? And they find out that Anna is real. And let me get caught back up. I went off script here. So Sam and Dean are having a fight about this. Like, why do you trust her? I come back from hell, and all of a sudden you're BFFs with a demon all of a sudden. And Sam says he'll tell Dean if Dean tells him about hell. So that goes nowhere. Then we have a flashback to like 6 months earlier, and Sam's at a crossroads, wasted, trying to summon a demon. And the demon shows up, and it's like, why did it take so long for you to get here? And he's like, well, you shot my coworkers. So I wasn't rushing over here. Dean throws down Ruby's knife. He tells him there's no devil's traps. This isn't a trap. I just want to make a fucking deal.
Sam, not Dean.
Oh, yeah, Sam. While Dean's in hell, this is 6 months earlier. So the demon says, let me guess, you want to trade your soul for Dean's soul? And the demon says, round and around the Winchesters go. And yeah, I mean, that goes on and on for a while. And he's like, it's a fair trade. My soul for Dean's soul. And then the demon says, we already have Dean in hell right where we want him. Like, you're going to die eventually too, motherfucker. There's no, like, he is right there where we want him.
What up, Yes
And
Missile? Thanks for watching.
nope.
Yes Missile.
Okay. So then we cut back to them speaking to the doctor at the hospital, and we find out that she was talking about demons in the apocalypse. And Sam and Dean are, as they're interviewing her, looking through the redheaded girl's like fucking coloring book, and they find all of these seals that they've already done and shit. So they think like, oh man, this girl actually knows what's going on. So they head over to Anna's parents' house, and they find both of her parents dead, and there's sulfur and all the other shit. Like demons were there and looking for the girl and tried to kill her. Sam asks, hey, can I see that sketchbook again? And he sees a photo, a family photo. The dad was a pastor, and she kept drawing the window of the church over and over again. So they say, like, hey, you know about the apocalypse. You got some demons after you. Where the hell would you go to feel safe? So they head off to the fucking church. As soon as they break into the church, they're walking around, they're talking a little bit, and that Anna girl recognizes their voice. I think she says Sam, right? She recognizes Sam.
No,
Sam Winchester?
No.
It's Dean Winchester.
They say my name's Sam and this is Dean, or the other way around, whatever. But they announce their names, and then she's like, "Oh, Sam and Dean Winchester," because she hears the name, she knows who they are. But and interestingly enough, Ruby walks into the church, which it was it was laid out in a previous episode that you had to be a pretty high-powered demon to walk into a church.
Well, we might find some stuff out later, or that was a fail, or the Methodist Church. Maybe Methodists aren't real Christians, huh?
A church is a church.
One of those three. It's one of them three.
Church. It's all sacred ground.
So, okay, here we go. She recognizes them, and they realize, or she knows that Dean has been pulling out of hell, and they think Dean is going to save the angels, because she says she can hear the angels communicating. And then when Sam asks, it's like, yeah, the angels actually aren't sure about you, buddy. But then Alistair, this demon Alistair, appears, and Sam immediately tries to do his funky, bunky powers, and it doesn't do shit to him. And he's beating on Dean and saying, "Don't you remember me? We spent so much time in hell together. You were one of my greatest prodigies." And then I think Sam stabs him, right, with the knife. The knife gets stuck.
Yep.
And they lose the knife. Ruby was in there, and Anna sees her face, freaked out because she's a fucking demon, but she can see the demon face. She runs off with Ruby. Anna and Ruby run off while Sam and Dean are getting their ass kicked. They jump out the second-story window. And then we cut to them at the hotel room while Sam's like stitching his arm up. They're just fucking pounding whiskey and pouring it on their cuts. And then Sam needs to pop Dean's shoulder back into place. And that's when they get all, not a gay meter. They're having a brother heart to heart. And Sam tells him about the story we saw, trying to trade himself at the crossroads, and telling him how Ruby actually saved his life. So after Dean had died, Ruby had came back in this, thank God that Ruby didn't last body. That lady kind of pissed me off. And Sam's like, whose body are you riding, you whore?
She was hot.
I like the other Ruby better as like a character. The other one was fucking annoying as fuck. But so Ruby disappears, and then we cut to a hospital where there's this coma patient girl, current Ruby, who they're gonna pull the plug on, and she waits until the fucking girl dies, and then she injects into the girl's body. And first thing she says is, "Who do I gotta kill around here to get an order of fries?" Which is the second time Ruby said that in this episode. I didn't realize that was her catchphrase. Has she been saying that?
No, it's because she wanted them before, and then she went switched bodies before she can get them. So she wants to get. She's just dying for the fries for some reason.
Yeah. So she rolls back up to Sam's hotel room and was like, "Here's the paper. I was legally dead in a coma, blah, blah, blah. We need to train. You need to get sober. I get it. I lost people too when I was a human. It's going to take forever for you to mourn the loss of your brother, but you've got to get ready if you want to kick Lilith's ass." And then this is when we get into a not suitable for Walmart scene. And that's when Dean interrupts, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, how about we get to the point without the nudity?" And then, what the hell happened here, Sam? Let me get caught back up here.
Scott's distracted everybody by Ruby's naked body, but yeah.
Sam finds omens that's leading him to Lilith, and Ruby's trying to talk him out of going to try to kill Lilith by himself, and he's not ready yet. And Sam does walk into a trap. Lilith isn't even there, but there are two demons And Ruby kills one with the knife, and Sam is finally successfully able to exorcise a demon with his funky bunky powers. And so Sam, I mean, that's the story of Ruby saving Sam's life. And as he finishes rolling that story, perfect timing, we hear a black lady at the door knocking, saying, "Hey, I got your towels." Yeah, just leave them at the door. Bang, bang, bang. No, I got to put your towels in here. So we got this bigger black lady that walks in the house and gives them an address and says, "Hey, demons are casing this whole friggin' place. You guys need to leave the car and go out the back window, and I've got the girl, and I'll meet you over there." So they meet Ruby at this cabin, and Dean's got some awkward apology shit he's trying to do that never actually comes to fruition to Ruby. And as they're doing that, they hear this like crazy noise, and they think it's Alistair coming back. Like everything's shaking and shit, and they think Alistair followed him back. And that's when Ruby asks Dean where the knife is. They don't have the knife anymore, and they're surprised because Castiel and Uriel show up instead of Alistair. And, you know, Uriel calls them mud monkeys and shit again. And fucking, what's that little skid mark stain talking about Ruby in the background? And they think that, like, the angels are there to save them, but the angels want to kill the Anna girl more than anything. They say she's, like, evil and needs to be killed, and you wouldn't understand. And that's when Anna does some weird ass spell that they better have written down, and Castiel and Uriel just flash out of their fucking room. And now it's on to Jeremy. Part 2, same episode.
Was that how it ended? Oh yeah, I think you're right.
That might have been how yours started. I don't know.
No. Oh no. Yeah, it ends with them saying we're here for Anna. She has to die.
Yeah. I gave away your start.
God damn you. But,
I know. Recap.
Well, what did you rate that episode first and foremost?
I'd rate this as one episode, so I'm gonna wait until the end.
All right, we can do it that way. I'm fine with that.
This was truly like one consistent episode.
And we don't know if Sam wore a condom, so we don't know why there was not a Niflheim created.
Yeah, could have been.
Maybe her ovaries were dead after not being alive that long, after being in a coma for so long. Who knows? But well, folks, the second episode of the night and the actual mid-season finale of season 4, episode 10, is called Heaven and Hell, which is the name of a lot of great albums, but it's written by Eric Kripke and Trevor Sands, which I'm pretty sure Trevor Sands is a new name. And
yeah, I don't remember that one.
And it's directed by J. Miller Tobin, which we've heard that before, but it's a rare name.
Are Eric Kripke and Sierra Gamble, like, I mean, both of them have been consistent the whole time.
But
are they both the creators?
No, Sarah Gamble's just a long-time writer on it. And she's been there since the beginning, so she just knows the storyline well. But where Malachi kind of left off, Castiel and Uriel are in front of Sam and Dean, demanding that they hand over Anna. And Uriel states that Anna is not as innocent as she appears. Both Sam and Dean try to fight this, but the angels attack. Suddenly, a bright light engulfs them, and they disappear. the boys go to the room where Anna was hiding and finding out that she slit her wrists long style and used her blood to draw an angel banishing sigil that sends them far away, as she says. And she did on the mirror in the bathroom where they were. But Sam, all four of them, Sam, Dean, Ruby, and Anna, they end up going to Bobby's place because they say that Bobby is in the Dominican Republic, and Dean says, "Well, hopefully he's on a job. Otherwise, I'm picturing Bobby in a banana hammock and a trucker hat."
You forgot the joke too. You got to do the joke.
What joke?
Dean starts off a joke. He says, I'm driving in a car with a demon and an angel."
Oh, yeah. I'm driving the car with a demon angel in the back seat. It's like a bad 80s rock song.
Yeah.
But they're at Bobby's and they use Bobby's panic room we heard about in a previous episode to keep Anna in because nothing can get in or out, especially demons. And Sam discovers by reading Anna's medical records that when she was a kid, she claimed she had another father who was mad at her. And she doesn't remember it at all. So Dean goes and picks up Pamela Barnes, everybody's favorite blind psychic, who was blinded by the angels. And Pamela comes in to try and unlock the memories after she calls Dean out for staring at her ass. And after she puts her hypnosis and unlocks her memories, Anna all of a sudden remembers and reveals that she is an angel who chose to fall to earth and became human, letting her grace go.
And I did the joke thing at the wrong time.
Yes. Which the grace is, for those who don't know, will become a bigger thing later on. So we'll get into that when it comes to that. But when we learn more about it, naturally. But Sam is able to track the grace, which was mistaken for a meteor when she fell to Kentucky. So they go in the car, which is where that joke is told. And they go to Kentucky, where they see a huge oak tree grew on the place where the grace landed. All four of them travel there, and they find that it's gone. Anna puts her hand up against the tree, and she can tell it's no longer there. And she hears the angels talking, and she reports them saying that if she's not handed over to them, Dean will be returned to hell by midnight, I think it was. And later on, Anna's telling Dean that she knows what he did in hell and that he should forgive himself. Dean says, "I don't want to talk about it." And Anna's like, "I know. But when you can, you have people that want to help." About a game meter like 3. But
yeah,
you're not alone. That's all I'm trying to say. And she kisses him. And Dean says, "What was that for?" "My last night on Earth," all that, Anna says. And Dean says, "You're still my best line." Very corny ass wannabe porn scene. But Dean kisses her back, and he gets to have sex with a hot angel in the back of the Impala.
Yeah, don't watch that at Walmart, people.
Yes, don't watch that at Walmart. It's not suitable for Walmart. But and it's kind of funny that both brothers got to have sex with supernatural beings for the first time in these episodes.
An angel and a demon. That's what I was saying. This is like the yin and the yang.
But we see Ruby at a crossroads, and she burns a hex bag and reveals herself to Alistair. And she offers to give up Anna if Alistair will let her and the Winchesters go. He instead has 2 other demons appear, and they capture her using the knife as a threat. And she says that he starts torturing her with it, and she says she won't reveal Anna's location verbally, but she will take him there. Because she says if she tells him where she is, then he will kill her. Smart bitch. But Uriel appears in front of Dean in the next scene, and Dean's like, "I'm dreaming, aren't I?" And he's like, "Yes." But he starts taunting him, and he reveals that Anna's grace is in a necklace that he has on in a nice little container. He demands that Dean gives him Anna, and Dean says, "No, I'm not going to give you her." And Uriel starts laughing to himself, saying that he knows they slept together. And he's like, "Oh, the mud monkey doesn't want to give up his new toy."
I love how they have the black guys say that every time, dude.
Oh, they did that. They did that on fucking purpose. But Uriel puts pressure on Dean by saying that he knows Dean's weak spot and offers him a choice, and we'll find out what that weak spot is in a little bit. But the next day, they're at this barn, and Uriel and Castiel appear to take Anna. Dean's choice is revealed: either she dies or Sam does. And as the angels are about to take her, an injured Ruby comes in the other door with Alistair and the demons that helped capture her. The demons and angels confront each other, which is the first because we haven't seen a demon angel fight yet in the show. And during the fight, as Uriel's kicking the shit out of some demons and using his hand power to banish them back to hell or kill them, I'm not sure which, but during that fight, though, Anna steals her grace from Uriel's neck and she throws it in the ground, shattering the container, and she sucks it up like she did Dean and becomes an angel again. Which I gotta say, every female fan of Supernatural must have been wet as fuck during these 2 episodes. You get to see Sam shirtless and Dean shirtless. You don't get to see Dean's bottom half. You don't get to see Dean's bottom half unless you watch The Boys.
Okay. Is Alistair like a fallen angel demon, or is he?
He's definitely a prince of hell. He's a prince of hell. That's for damn sure. So yes, he would.
Yeah, I was wondering because like a fallen angel would be able. Like Ruby was human once, but Alistair.
Because during the fight, we see Uriel like put his hand on Alistair's head, trying to like do his mojo on him. And Alistair's like, I don't think so.
Yeah. So now we're like
only a fallen angel, and only a fallen angel with a knife not working on, I'm pretty sure. So, but because you can see the knife kind of starts working on him, but like only a part of his body. It doesn't like completely kill him like it does with all the other demons right away. But
yeah.
When Anna steals her grace back, there's a huge blinding light, and in the process, Alistair disappears. Uriel and Castiel leave, and we find out that it was Sam's plan all along to bring the demons and angels together to get them to fight each other so the boys could stay out of it for the most part. And we go to one last scene on the side of the road where we see Dean and Sam having a beer, and Dean finally starts to tell Sam about his time in hell. He reveals that the time down there, every month is on Earth is like a year in hell. Or 10 years in hell. So he says that it was more like 40 years than 4 months, and that he underwent excruciating torture for 30 of the 40 years. But then each day, Alistair would offer him to let him off the rack if Dean would become the torturer himself. And Dean starts crying his eyes out as he admits to Sam that after 30 years, he broke and took up tormenting other souls. And you see Sam start to shed a tear too at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we're hitting Gay Meter 5 here. We're hitting Gay Meter 5.
I was actually going to say, I don't consider it a gay meter because that, I mean, dude, if that's what hell is, that's pretty fucking bad. Like, that you have to start torturing humans to stop getting tortured.
Yeah. Dean broke. This is Gay Meter 5.
I mean, Dean broke, but he lasted 30 years. I don't think I could last a quarter of that. But
it depends. I don't like the government.
And this is also the first appearance of the angel banishing sigil, which becomes a common thing later on in the show. But
yeah, I mean, they did write it down, but that's like if anybody watching ever comes into something like that where you see angels disappear, take a fucking photo of that motherfucker. Make sure you got that down pat.
And apparently there's a deleted scene in this episode that they never used. But in the scene, I'm guessing it's at the end of the episode, Castiel and Uriel are discussing the aftermath of Anna's escape, and Uriel wants to kill Sam and Ruby in retribution, but Castiel tells him that their superiors have ordered that they be left unharmed. And Uriel gets all pissed off, and Castiel tells him, like, he warns him against disobedience unless he become like Anna. So that's a scene that they never use, but which they should have thrown that in. Why the fuck wouldn't they? But
and Anna originally fell because she took her own grace out. So
yeah, because
she wanted to be, and there was this big long like, even the bad memories are good, Dean.
And there's a good reference here when Anna uses the sigil. Dean says like, "Oh, you sent the angels to the outfield," which is a reference, which is a reference to Angels in the Outfield. But
yeah,
and I found it interesting when Ruby compared the Angels and Demons to Godzilla and Mothra.
Yeah. Well, Dean's done that before, right? Or he will in the future. I don't know.
I don't know, but well, folks,
we know that Dean's into all those crappy movies.
And that, folks, is the mid-season finale for this season. What do you rate? What do you rate both episodes together?
I would give it a 4.8 just because it was like very storyline involved, and I thought it was done really good.
I would definitely give it a 4.6. 4.8 I think is a little too much, but 4.6 I would do. And folks, looks like next week we come back into the mid-season premiere of Supernatural season 4 next week, and we have 2 Monster of the Week episodes for you. So come and enjoy them.
Back into Monster of the Week, huh?
Yep, 2 monsters of the week. So
is next week the last? No, there's got to be 2 more episodes before Halloween, right?
Yep. We will be doing an episode on Devil's Night.
Okay, Oct 30.
Which it's actually Monster of the Week episodes for the next 4 episodes. For the next 4 episodes, it's Monster of the Week episodes. So we'll be bringing you lots of monsters right for Halloween.
Okay.
And then after Halloween, we'll jump back into the storyline again. So
perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see you then, folks. Until then, have a good week.
Take it easy.